Delivery to get Ayan Khan. Gets off the mark straight away, picks up a single.
Brilliant.
Well, it's Muhammad Qalandar Mustafa playing his first game for Saudi Arabia, playing his debut game, and he's got that first international wicket. Will always be a special one that he'll remember. A single taken, and that too of Ayan Khan, so he'll be his best friend for life.
Well, you know what they say, you always remember your first. So Mohammad will definitely remember, but it was a very good delivery, and that was a big wicket. Ayan was looking very confident out there alongside Rafiullah. And that 180 runs now looks a little difficult.
I wanted to cut that. Mind you, both these batters are dangerous, Rashid. It is just...
That's under. Thank you. Going left arm around to you.
Brings out the reverse, Jatinder. Yes, no, Mehran wants to get back on strike. That's a dot ball from Muhammad. And at this juncture in the game, a dot ball is worth its weight in gold.
Oh, absolutely. That was a very good slower delivery, well disguised, and Jatinder unable to pick it up. Look at that.
Straight will be a single. 170, 169, that's the score, 170 now. So 10 more runs, can they get 10 more in 4? Should be eyeing 180 here.
Well, Jatinder is late on his shots. That previous one was in the slot, but because he was late on that one, couldn't get it from the middle of the bat. So worrying signs for Oman. Meanwhile, Mehran on strike, big swing, and I think he's got the outside edge. That is a big, big wicket. Mehran, he could have gotten some runs, but a beautiful delivery from Mohammad, picking up his second wicket of the game.
Well, 2 wickets in his very first game, bowling the death over, the last over, pressure situation, but Mohammad has shown some character here. Wanted to go big, Mehran gets the faintest of edges, and he is walking as soon as he knew that it's been taken cleanly by the keeper. He knew he was out. 5 of 5 for Mehran Khan, not able to put on a show tonight. Oman 170 for 6.
Sender. Free to play left arm around.
Swing and a miss. Another full delivery. Muhammad is bowling in a very dangerous area, but he's been lucky that the Omani batters have not been able to make merry of it.
Well, yeah, that angle is working for him, and I think that is what is deceiving. Yeah, that was slightly fuller as well, which is the reason why Nadeem got some bat onto it. But that was placed really well. 4 very important runs coming in from the blade of Nadeem. He's just walked in, and to play that kind of a shot tells you the kind of class he is. Beautiful shot. Last delivery coming out, 174 for 6.
Oh, poor shot selection from Nadeem. Should have gone straight down the ground, decided to play it fine towards the fine leg, misses it, but it will be a single in the form of a bye. And that will be it. 175. That's the final score for Oman after the completion of 20 overs in the first innings. decent score that the
floodgates opened up for Oman and they just couldn't recover from it. So it's important that he continues to bat like that, but make sure that he stays and converts those starts. That's what Oman need. They need someone to play the long innings. As for Saudi, well, they've made a few changes. We saw how threatening their fast bowlers had been, Ishtiaq and Atif both. Both of them surprisingly missing from the lineup today. And we have a couple of new names who will be starting things off. Muhammad will be starting with the new ball. Left armour. This should be an interesting battle. The first time we are seeing him in this tournament with the ball for Saudi Arabia. Slip is in place for Kashif Kumar Prajapati. Third man and deep square leg are the two fielders in the deep. Probably expecting Kashif Kumar Prajapati to flick off his pads with that in-swinger that Muhammad the left armour will bring in. Last few adjustments to the field as we wait for the umpire to get the official timing, which is 8 into the right-hander. But this time Kashyap has no problem in dealing with that. That was a full-length delivery on the off-stump. Kashyap playing it through the line and behind the bowler for a boundary.
A good looking shot coming behind the ball. Kashyap Prajapati taking on the left arm Mustafa Qalandar. Nice looking shot.
So boundary of the first ball. And he's clipped that away off his pads for a single. So good start to this over for Oman. Applauded by the dugout.
Oh yes, and knew the importance of this game. The think tank of Oman. The head coach Dilip Mendes making a change. As you said, it will be interesting to see which number Jatinder Singh will bat tonight. Will he be batting on number 1 or will he be coming at 2, 3? He's a technically very sound batter, Samir. If you can make him play at 1 or 2, that will help the team cause.
Looking to pull that, walking down the track, Naseem Khushi. So he's trying to take the initiative. You can see the intent is there. One of them has come off so far. He's got a nice looking 6 over long off, but on this occasion, he's missed it. No, Sir Dilip Mendes is obviously one of the most experienced men in the world of cricket. Made his debut in the 70s and then went on to win their, for Sri Lanka that is, first ever test series victory against India, friendly neighbours. This is nice, but the fielder is down there, but he's completely misjudged it. Well. He ran in thinking it's going to fall short of him, but then he realized that it's going to go behind him, and in the end, there was no effort from him and a comfortable 4 off the bat of Naseem Khushi.
He was put there in the deep, especially for these kind of shots from Naseem. He completely lost the sight. Where he was standing, almost 10 yards inside from the boundary rope. He created the chance, Muhammad Qalandar. Unfortunately, no support coming in from the fielder.
And these are the kind of rookie mistakes that have really costed Saudi Arabia. You can't afford this at this level. The good teams will punish you for it. This has been nicely cut away. Waited for it, cleared it off the back foot and has enough legs. This outfield is quick enough to run away to the boundary. So back-to-back boundaries now. This over from Muhammad Qalandar Mustafa. Right then, the umpire has called play and we are good to go. Ball number 1 in this encounter between Oman and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Nice shape inside, typical left armour shape inside. Muhammad Qalandar Mustafa will be opening the bowling. Not the longest of run-ups, it's his debut for Saudi Arabia, so he'll be looking to make an impression here. And obviously he must be feeling the nerves as well of a big game here against a good opposition. Saudi Arabia have had it tough so far in this competition, in this tournament. They're up against a fancied side of Oman. Nicely bowled. Didn't know too much about that Kashif Kumar Prajapati. We've seen him being tentative at the top at the start. And this has been a good start from Muhammad Qalandar Mustafa. Two dot balls to start things off. So on target are Saudi. Again, nice shape in, good areas, good start this. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, well, we know Oman are lacking confidence after that loss. So they will be cautious and take their time. They'll see what this bowler brings to the table and then decide how they want to go about facing him. And after a quick breather, it's Mudassir who's back in the comm box with me to call this game.
Good evening, Samir, and good evening to all of our viewers. Oman taking on Saudi Arabia. A couple of changes have been made by Saudi Arabia. Behind the stumps is Hasib. So Zishan missing the game tonight. It's Muhammad with the new ball. So no place for Ishtiaq and Atif tonight.
Well, for me, that's a big surprise. They've been good for Saudi, especially Ishtiaq. He had pace, he had movement, he was troubling the batters. So quite a perplexing change that. Nicely hit. He's picked that up off his pads. Ace protection. That's why that fielder has been placed there for a shot like that, because the ball is angling into the pads of the right-hander. And Kashyap Kumar gets off strike. In fact, Naseem Khushi gets off the mark with that shot. 2 runs on the board.
Oh yes, good field setup. And the ball just coming into the right-hander. Slight movement in the air. Again, we have seen ball just coming into the right-hander and very